to the Master Dad Podcast. I created this podcast to let each and every one of you know that you are not as bad as you think you are. Society wants you to believe that each and every one of you are racist, bigoted, and just plain evil. I want you to know that you, in fact, are not. If this is your first time here and you want to learn how to improve yourself and get the most out of life, then start now by clicking the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss one of my videos. With that being said, grab a cup of coffee, sit back, relax, and let's get to it. Let me begin this podcast with a little story that a friend of mine had posted on Facebook a while back. A father, before he died, said to his son, "This is the watch your grandfather gave me, and this is more than 200 years old. Before I give it to you, go to the watch shop on the first street and tell them I want to sell it, and ask them how much they offer." The son went, and after several minutes came back to his father and said, "The watchmaker offers to pay $5 because it is old and has a lot of scratches." The father then asked his son to go to the coffee shop and do the same thing. The son went, and after an hour or so came back and told the father, "The coffee shop owner offers $5, father." The father then told the son, "Go to the museum and show that watch." He went ahead and then came back happily. "They offered me $1 million for the piece." The father said, "I wanted to let you know that the right place values your value in a right way. Don't put yourself in the wrong place and get angry if you get treated like trash. There are those who know your value and who also appreciate you. Don't ever stay in a place that doesn't suit you. Know your worth." This story means so much. It teaches us that what one person will see as worthless, another will find so much value. But it also brings to question, do you know your worth? People who know their self-worth are usually aware of what they bring to the table. They do not boast about themselves, but rather let their actions speak for itself. Actually, here are some of the values that are defined by professionals that indicate someone who is confident and knows their self-worth. Number 1, they recognize that they make a difference. Those who are aware of their self-worth are also aware that they bring something to the table. Whether it is sales expertise or an acute knowledge of a process, they are aware of their acumen in a particular field. Number 2, the difference they make is recognized by others. Those who are aware of their self-worth tend to not toot their own horn. I have found in my own life that the person who boasts the loudest is usually the person that you need to ignore the most. One of the things that I do is talk to others who are aware of the work that the individual does. An outside point of view is usually fair and will give you an unbiased opinion of that individual. Number 3, they tend to not undercharge for their services. Whether it is for a physical item or some sort of training, people who are aware of the worth that they provide do not undercharge for it. You will find that people who undercharge for their item or service are usually either A, not confident in the service or item that they are providing, or B, are aware of their service or item being subpar, but are trying to make up for their deficiencies with flooding the market with their subpar product. And number 4, they are clear about their values. People who know their self-worth will be upfront about their values and the importance of those values to them. People who view themselves in a positive light will tend to not sacrifice their values for the benefit of someone else. Rather, they will try to show that their values are the correct way, not by force, but rather by information. I think of self-worth in this manner. Everyone is born into the world with an invisible bank inside of them. In that bank is $1 million. As you go through life, the choices that you make will affect the balance in your bank account. Started doing drugs at 13, $500,000 has been withdrawn from your bank. Do you feed the homeless on the weekend? Well, $1,000 is deposited every time you hand a homeless person a plate of food. You murdered your ex? Your bank account has been overdrawn. Teaching a middle-aged person how to read? $100,000 has been deposited. Of course, these are not actual deposits and withdrawals, but rather an explanation to help you understand what I'm talking about. Those who know their self-worth tend to do everything they can to increase their account and tend to not do anything rash to decrease their amount. They do this because they are self-aware of their intentions, and they also know that any negative actions will cause a negative effect on themselves. And here's the crazy thing. At any given time, your account can be refilled. By doing things to improve yourself, the bank will adjust your potential earnings and make you more desirable to others. Thank you for listening to the Master Dad Podcast. If you like this video, then please feel free to give it a big thumbs up and click the subscribe button and the notification bell to be alerted whenever I post a new video. And remember, don't take life too seriously. You'll never make it out alive.